Hey everyone, it's Lindsay, Lux in Your Life, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'm really excited to have you on my video journey with me. Today I'm going to be showing you my plan with me for April 2019. I'm not really set up to make YouTube videos. I just have my phone and a short tripod that I have to balance. So a lot of this video will be recorded in portrait mode, but I hope it's still enjoyable to watch. With all of my monthly pages each month, I like to include a splash page. I think it's a nice hello to the new month. And this month, if you can't tell before it's colored in, I'm inspired by cherry blossoms. I'm just using my Sakura Pigma Micron 01 to outline each of the flowers and their petals. I find that this pen is the best if you want to immediately erase or use a medium such as paint, pens, markers to color it in right after. You'll see in a moment I'm going to be watercoloring, and this pen, the Micron 01, is the best. It does not smudge and it allows you to immediately color it in. After erasing, I just took my Crayola Washable watercolors, which are cheap and widely available, and using the brush that came with it. I think a lot of artists wouldn't start with the darkest color first, but I did that. I used the reddish pink in the center and then worked my way out to the lighter pink. I'm using my paper towel intermittently just to kind of get rid of the excess paint and also to kind of just soften the colors. I didn't want them super saturated, and I also like the texture that it creates. When you use the paper towel, it doesn't have to be perfect. I like the messiness, kind of like the petals and the flowers are blowing through the page. I also wanted to note that the April writing, for that I used a Sharpie pen. I love how this came out. My pages after my monthly splash page are always my monthly overview. It's a 2-page spread, and here on the left side is the calendar view. I decorated with a few cherry blossoms inspired by my splash page, and to outline those, I just used my Sakura Pigma Micron 01, so I could immediately erase afterward, and I'll be coloring those in. And then I brush lettered April using a really random brush pen that I have. I got it from the Disney store in a set, and I actually haven't seen it since I got them a few years ago in store or online, which is a shame. They are have such beautiful colors, and that's why I chose this. I think that pink for the April just works with the entire theme. I always outline my brush lettering on my monthly setup, and to do that, I used my MUJI 0.38 pen, and you can see me right now using it to outline my entire calendar and to write in all the dates and the days of the week. I'm in love with my MUJI pens. They are gel pens, but they write and handle like they're a normal ballpoint pen. They're just awesome. I can't recommend them enough. Each month, I like to look at Pinterest and select a quote that I hope to bring with me throughout the rest of the month and inspire me. And this month, I've chosen, "There is never a better time to grow than now." And I don't know who came up with this, but it is so true. There is never a better time to grow than now. So I hope it inspires you too. After I've gone back and outlined my brush lettering, I like to go back in with whichever brush pen I'm using, but this time I'm using that Disney Tsum brand brush pen, and it has dual tips. One side is a brush tip for the brush pen, and then the other side is a fine liner. And I go back with that fine liner side and I fill in any gaps of color in between my lettering and the outline. And you'll see I also use the fine line tip to write in on each date there's an event or a birthday, so important dates in my calendar view. To finish off this spread, I'm just going to use Crayola colored pencils and color in those cherry blossoms. Secret weapon alert, if you don't know about the Uniball Signo white pen, if you're using a Leuchtturm notebook or another off-white colored paper notebook, it works just like whiteout, but it's not so chunky. It is seamless in photos, and you'll see me using that on my spreads just to clean up any air lines. Here's the right side of my monthly overview, and I have a few different topics that I like to list each month. Events are big events. Holidays, maybe award shows. Birthdays are self-explanatory. Watched, I just like to write down what TV and movies I enjoyed that month. Housework, goals, and tasks are smaller events like doctor's appointments or any appointments. And for this entire page, most of it I used my MUJI 0.38 and that brush pen, the fine liner side. My next page that I always include in my monthly setup is a gratitude log. For my gratitude log, I decorated it with those same cherry blossoms from my monthly overview, inspired by my splash page, carrying that theme throughout. And I alternated a few Tombow dual brush pen colors with one American Crafts metallic marker in gold, and I'll be listing all of the colors used in my caption. So check that out. After I've colored in the cherry blossoms and brush lettered, I use my MUJI pen just to give a little shading outline to the brush lettering. Because they're pastel colors and they're so light, I want them to pop. For me personally, when I'm rapid logging, I like to write the dates, list the dates, 1 through 30, and then next to the dates, you'll see in this green pen, I write the days of the week. So if I ever forget to fill in my log, it's much easier to find out where I've left off. To finish off this page, I'm going to use some Simply Gilded washi from the Simply Gilded February subscription box. It's a rose gold, beautiful rose gold with bow detailing and a kind of pastel pink and pastel blue with cherry blossoms. And at the end of that recording, you saw me use just a little bit of whiteout. I forgot April for some reason has 30 days, not 31. For my memories page, I keep the title simple. I'm using my black Tombow Fudenosuke pen, and I doodle in my memories. It always gets really colorful. After my memories page, I always include my habit tracker. This habit tracker I've been using for years, and it just works for me. To title the page, I'm outlining those same cherry blossoms that I've carried throughout all of my April spreads. And to brush letter in the title, I'm using that black Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. After I've brush lettered, just to crisp up those lines, any lines that might be even slightly wonky, I go back in with my Sharpie pen, and again, just to crisp up those lines and make them look super perfect. Sometimes I'll go back with that Uniball Signo white pen and make sure everything looks as flawless as it can. Now I'm going to use my Micron 01 pen and outline the table. I happen to have 13 habits that I want to work on this month, but you can change this table however you would like, adding, subtracting the amount of habits you want to work on. Make it really work for you. I'm just using that Uniball Signo white pen to help clean up any lines that might have gone over when I was outlining the table. Now I'm just adding some decoration to the bottom of this page with more of the Simply Gilded February subscription box washi. Got the cherry blossoms and the thinner bows in rose gold. All of those tiny boxes are going to be filled with the dates in April. I have 1 through 15 on the top row and 16 through 30 on the bottom row. To save time in this video, you're going to see me write out all of the habits that I want to track this month with my MUJI pen, and then off camera, I'm going to fill in all the rest of the numbers. I have to take a break in between writing for long periods, and I didn't think that would be too fun to watch. The next page over is my social media log, where I just rapid log each of my Instagram posts. And I lost the footage to setting that up, so I hope you enjoy seeing it there. Here's a flip through. Stay tuned because I have one more setup to show you, my weekly. This is one of my favorite weekly spreads. It's a 2-page spread, and this is the right side. Up at the top, I have 2 boxes, or a box and a table. This is my best of box. I list my favorite TV movie, food, project, comfort, risk, place or thing that I explored, and text message of the week. To the right is my anxiety tracker. It's a table, and on the side I rank my anxiety from a 1 to a 6, and on the bottom are the corresponding days of the week. I'm using my MUJI 0.38 pen because it has really thin lines, and like I said before, it is my favorite pen just to write or to draw with. On the right, all the way to the right-hand side, you'll see smaller boxes, and that's Saturday and Sunday. Just a little bit less space on those days. I don't necessarily have less tasks on the weekend, but I think in general, people seem to have less tasks on the weekend, so I guess I just went with what's popular and made those boxes smaller, and it really hasn't affected anything. Now we're seeing the left side of my spread, and to write in that April title, I used the Faber Castell PITT Artist Pen size S, and I'm just drawing in the boxes for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The top box is where I draw in and write in a memory from that day. The middle thinner box is where I draw and write in the weather for that day. And then the bottom boxes are for decoration and also for the tasks of the day. To decorate my weekly, I'm using the decorative stickers that came in Simply Gilded's February subscription box. It was also cherry blossom theme, which worked out perfectly. A lot of planner girls who use pre-printed planners use these square box stickers, and I thought that they could work in this spread as well. I don't need that much room for tasks, so for me, it works out. I love cherry blossoms as a theme. I leaned into it hard this month, and I love every single page. Now I'm just doing a couple of touch-ups with that white pen. We're almost done. How is it? Now, time for the giveaway. To celebrate my very first YouTube video, I'm giving away washi samples of all 4 Simply Gilded washi tapes that I used in my April spreads, plus a few more planner goodies. If you'd like to enter here on YouTube, there are 3 things you must do. 1, like this video. 2, subscribe. And 3, comment down below with one goal you'd like to accomplish this April. There's also another way to enter through my Instagram, so make sure you're following @LuxInYourLife. Thank you for watching. I'm so excited to start my video journey with you guys. Like and subscribe so you never miss out on my next video. I'll see you soon.